Trapland, ayy, Trapland, ayy, Trapland. Streets like quicksand. If you wanna do, you gotta take a risk then. Got the guns like Afghanistan. Young nigga, I'm from Trapland. Yeah.
What's going on, man?
What's happening, Trap?
I'm good. Welcome to Traplandtv. My man, stay fit, man. It's nice. It's nice to see you. It's nice to have you up here.
Appreciate it. Fitness guru here. You know what I mean?
Yeah. We know. We love it. First and foremost, I want to start off with giving you flowers.
Oh, I appreciate you.
I've been told from a lot of people, they come my way and they're saying that you're doing a great job of keeping the community healthy, of keeping people with a positive spirit, a positive attitude. They're saying that you're not only getting their body physically healthy, you're also helping with their mental. You're helping them leave with a clear mind, and that you're just doing such a great job on like motivating people and making sure that they're held accountable.
Yes.
That's what I hear a lot, that you hold them accountable.
Definitely.
And so you've been like a very important business in the community, and today we're doing like a business highlight right now. And we want to just get your story and figure out other things about you so we can just dive into it a little bit more. So the first question I'm going to start off with is, who's Khalil Stay Fit?
Okay, that's a good question, man. We could be here for days with that. But who Khalil Stay Fit is, I'm a guy who I started this journey, some time ago. I started off 350 pounds, let's, paraphrase a little bit, 350 pounds, and I needed help to lose the weight. I started off as an athlete. My brother went in the NBA, I kept playing, but we played basketball, sports, and I just kept eating. When you're an athlete, you eat, you practice and things like that. Next thing I never stopped eating. He went to the NBA, I just kept eating. Got bigger, and I really didn't know how to get this weight off me. I had to find out, the thing about with me and a lot of trainers and doing things is a lot of people don't know what it's like to be the person that you're actually trying to help or you want to help. I was that person, 350 pounds, and I couldn't find help and I couldn't get this weight off me. So I really didn't know where to go. I kept working and doing the wrong exercises or eating the way that I had been eating and it was like real catastrophic to the way that I was growing. Wouldn't work.
So that's how you got into like your fitness journey?
No, that is how I understood that I needed to lose weight and I needed help. How I got into the fitness journey was actually different. That was actually going into it and finding that people weren't who they said they were going to be. Like, in the beginning part of it, I would go sign up for training or go to different facilities, and it seemed that it was more about getting my payment, my reoccurring payment information down. I didn't really find anybody that cared. So, it's already embarrassing. It's already things that you deal with enough. Like I took things like, for example, I went to go get a flight. I had to pay first class because I was too big. I couldn't just fit it. I didn't just fit in my seat. I was in your seat too. So, you had to lift the thing up, and everybody's not that pleasant when half of your behind is sitting in their seat or their chair that they paid for. So, I had my own issues going to buy clothes. It got to be quite expensive. Everything 5, 6, 7X, 350. That's a lot of cotton you're using. And I think the time that I was 350, it wasn't so much of a couture fit. It was Fat Farm and Sean John, and these things were already big in itself. So, it was an uncomfortable time for me, and I had to find a point where enough was enough. And I found that, I was unhappy with how I looked. I realized that I needed some help, and the things that I was doing wasn't working. So,
So, I want to kind of rewind up a little bit because in this interview, I also want to give people a chance to get to know who Khalil Stay Fit is, who you are as a person. So, how was your upbringing? How'd you grow up?
My upbringing, grew up pretty cool. I think grew up in Philly. I'm from Philly, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Mother, grandparents raised me. Got myself into some trouble early in life, like most people do. Community, urban area, West Philadelphia, born and raised. And
in the playgrounds, where that's my fault.
yeah,
You got to just my fault. You got to
I
just.
understand. I rolled off of that. But yeah, no. So that's real. You know what I mean? Like I lived in New York because my mother, all my family is from here too. So I grew up in Brooklyn. I lived in Fountain Avenue. I went to 72. You know, I was kind of back and forth my entire life. So
wait, where'd you go to like elementary, middle school at then?
Both. Like, you know, I had some issues with my mom. You know, I grew up the typical way. Mom addiction, dad wasn't there, you know, came in later, step pop. So, you know, it was a rough childhood. But, you know.
So how were you like as a kid then? From like enduring all that? Like how were you as a kid? Were you like aggressive? Were you funny? Like what type of person were you?
I think I just started being really, I used my mind a lot where I became really creative as a kid. I just would, whatever the situation was, I would like remove myself from it and try to make the vision the best aspect of something. I would, if it's bad here, I'm gonna find some kind of good in it. And you know, I've done that with people. Sometimes I'm disappointed, but you know, it is what it is. I mean, I'm sure somebody was disappointed with me. I wasn't always who I was supposed to be either. So you know, the balance of that was I had to really, I didn't really start understanding me and who I was until I got older. You know, you start to think you know who you are, and then you get hit with some adversities in life, and that'll show you who you are. You know, I think what really helped me was when I got myself into some trouble when I went away. You know, I learned that it wasn't really a game. It was time to, you really got to either, they say shit to get off the pot, man. Like,
so would you end up getting in trouble for?
I used to do fraud. I got myself into a situation, and you know, I did my time like a man. You know, I stood up, did what I had to do. Ain't bring nobody in with me. Came home.
And now you're here owning the gym, which is fire.
Well, it didn't just happen like that, man. You know, like I said, like, you know, my brother, he went in the league and other things, and I ended up getting myself in trouble again. You know, I hooked up with some people, wrong people. Situation with a young female, her mother. She had said that I did some things to her daughter. I didn't. Ended up having to go through a court situation, beat that. Great, you know, but it nothing ever happens. You know, you could put yourself in a situation, and a lot of times women will say certain things because they want some money or they want something from you, but it doesn't matter because nothing ever happens to them. So, you know, they got away scot-cool. I mean, I beat the case, but it still violated my probation from the feds, so I had to go back and do time for a violation.
Something you didn't even do. That
well, no, I did the crime. I didn't do that.
I'm talking about that crime.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
I did some other
was
things.
Messed up, though. I'm saying,
right. Yeah, no, they'll do that. But then what I find out is, you know, opening up to people or letting them know your past and your journey, they'll try to use that against you, man. You know, people will sit there and be like, well, you did, or they'll deal, you can have a girlfriend or meet somebody and they'll deal with you for years and then bring that up when it's over. Like, that you knew about that, I'm the one that told you. You know what I mean? Like, but it is what it is, or you could fire a trainer and they have bad blood with you and then try to bring up certain things. Like, it doesn't matter because it never really even happened. You know what I mean? I beat that was that, and we moved on.
But you gotta realize, man, that's a part of once you're in a position of power. I'm not gonna lie. It's like once you're in a position of power, you're gonna go through these things. If you were just a regular average dude, you're God chosen. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
so you gotta go through these tribulations and all these.
I do.
You know, that's the way he tests our character. Like people like you and I, we're both business owners. Mm-hmm. You know, we're entrepreneurs. We go through these things and whatnot to test our character, to see how far we're going to take it. And look, once again, you're here right now. You're about to open up a second gym.
Yes.
I would say that you're doing a pretty good job with these tests.
So you're absolutely right. So what I decided to do, Trap, like real rap, I decided to, not only did I give my life to God, I decided that I just wanted to help people. You know what I mean? Like forget all that. Like, let's store everything out. Like, and it wasn't even about money. Like my journey, it wasn't about money. It was about helping people. You know what I mean? Because ultimately, like, you know, of course I open up a business, my plan is to make money. But if your goal, if you start, everything that you do isn't going to make money. It's not always going to become tangible. But if you set your goal to help people, and ultimately you're helping people and they see what you're doing, eventually you'll start making some money and it'll make sense. Like, I just wanted to make sure that I can empower some people and put them in position. And then I started having so many different things happen to me, and it would come, and I never played the victim, because those who play the victim and never end up victorious. You know You know what I'm saying? But, you know, I had another situation, you know, was working on getting married. You know, I thought everything was great. Got my life, the first gym, everything is going good. Man, you know, woman pregnant, going to give birth. I'm speeding up a little bit. She never made it home. She passed away giving birth. You know what I'm saying? So I've been dealing with trauma after trauma after trauma and dealing with things. And it's like, damn, you know, what am I gonna do? Like, I finally figured out that I got it right. I changed my life around. I'm doing all these things. I'm trying to help people. What's going on? Why am I getting all this stuff?
Why me?
Yeah, why me? But you know what? Something hit me like, when I was like, why not me? Why not? Like, you know what I mean? Like, because the weight of the world should be on my back. You know why? Because so many of us get to them positions and we always say reach back and help somebody. No, I ain't reaching back helping nobody. I'm bringing you right with me. So, you know, like, you just got to come on. Like, everybody, you know, like, sometimes you got to recognize that you got a lane. So why me? Because God says to whom much is given, much is required. I mean, so that's why me. Because I'm not selfish. And it's not a bad bone in me. So that's why me, because I don't have any malicious intent. And I want you to win, and I'm going to help you win, and I'm going to empower people. It started out wanting to empower everyone until I realized that, you know, some people just don't want what you have. So I wanted to start empowering my people, you know, black and brown, you know, and try to see, you know, like I said, I was telling you earlier that, you know, they say we only own like a third of the nation's wealth, which is bare minimum. But we support everything but us.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, we sit there and support, consume. We sit there and buy all the other stuff, but we don't support us. Then when it's time to do something, we want to give you it costs too much, or it's this and that. But you just went out and spent $1,500, $2,500, $3,500 on people that don't even like you. Don't even care if you wake up tomorrow. I'm going to call you and hold you accountable. Get up, man. Come on, we got things to do. Like, let's go, man. I want to help you live. Why you mad at me? Why you hate me so much? Because I'm just trying to add years to your life? You mad at me because I want you to live. Well, then you're going to stay mad at me because I want you to live. And I believe in you enough to not quit on you like everybody else did. And if I can give you, and I hate to say I, because I have a team behind me, people that believed in me. You know, listen, it wasn't an I thing. Because I would have stopped a long time ago. It was people that believed in me, like my brother who moved my brother that played in NBA, moved his whole family up here. What's up, G? Moved everybody up here from Miami to come support my business. You know what I mean? My man Stu in Chicago. I ain't paid Stu in 2 years. Just started doing it. You get what I'm saying? People that work like that, Jessica, work for years. You get what I'm saying? Then you have trainers that you need them to fill in and understand what's going on, but then they start doing things. You know, it starts off good, but then they start stealing, and then they get vindictive and upset. Then they want to talk bad. It's okay. Listen, you know what I started doing? Just wishing everybody well, man. I'm not going to perpetuate that energy by fueling it and letting you know that you exist. I'm just going to move forward and keep going the way I'm going, and God is going to bring me somebody else that's going to do what you didn't do, and we're going to win. And that's what we're going to do. So,
what I want to figure out, a question I have for you right now, just hearing all of this, like, you went through, like, a rough childhood, essentially, the law things, just going through just the sudden death. How did all these things affect, like, the person you are today, right now? What impact did it have on you?
Oh, man, it had a humongous impact on me because I left something out right after all of that happened. Pandemic happened.
Oh, yeah, we're gonna get into that.
Yeah.
We're gonna get into that.
So when that happened, it was like close your business. Like, damn, that's all I got. So if I close this, I'm back to hustling. That's all I know. And I got too many things and people that depend on me. I couldn't afford to do it. So it was like, we're gonna find you 10 grand a month. Well, okay, find me 10 grand a month. I'm making this amount of money. You know, I can pay that. And, you know, I kind of analyzed everything. It was smarter to keep my doors open. Fortunately, I didn't get fined. And let me tell you, I never even had time to grieve. I just grinded and I worked with all of the people that supported me. And listen, like a year later, like I had tunnel vision so crazy that I don't even remember what happened. I just came in here every day and worked. 2 years later, a year, we here. So, yeah, I hope I answered that right. I mean, like, you know, like I really dug in and created that's what probably made it. You know what I mean? And I think whoever survived, because you know, so many people, I mean, God bless everybody, but a lot of people wasn't fortunate enough to make it through that. That was a crazy time, you know, with health and everything else.
Yeah.
And even if you have a business, you know, things wasn't set up unless you was a Fortune 500 company, and they was given. Remember, I think certain amount of people got I think they said what was it? The chicken spot got like $90 million. They didn't even need it. They already had it. Like, yeah, you know what I mean? It was like people like us, like we was, listen, they wanted to know every employee. I think my PP loan was like $7,000 or 17. Like, you mean, that guy, I mean, like, yo, that, man, that don't help. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, that don't keep the door open.
So you had to get back into, all right, we got to focus up right now.
Yes.
It's time to work.
Yeah, we gotta start setting some things up. We gotta plan. We gotta think.
But we're gonna dive into that. We're gonna dive into that soon. I want to figure out where did the name Stay Fit come from? Where did that come from?
Stay Fit.
Stay Fit culture. Where did that come from?
So I moved over there. I was I came home trying to find some jobs and things to do. And I was back at, I started my thing off at LA Fitness, man. You know, that inspired me. That taught me a lot about sales. I ended up being at Retro. I moved here with a company called Pure Core. Stay Fit came, you know, I moved to New York, started messing with my checks. They wasn't what they used to be. I started understanding my value and that people really wanted to come because they wanted me to train. So I kind of pulled away from everything and realized that I need to go into business for myself.
So direct to consumer, you switched?
Yes, I went right in and I created, I have a cousin, his name is Rico. It's my cousin Tika. Her husband helped me with the name. We started figuring out, you know, things that work with me, and what was good. It was like, you know, stay fit, this and that. Nah, I ain't like that. Fit culture, this and that. And then we just put it together, stay fit culture. The heart in the middle, that's what we wanted, not so much of the family thing, but when you go to a gym, what do you see? You see people with earphones on, things that the worst thing you would do to somebody is come up to them in the gym. Don't nobody want to talk. We didn't want that environment. We wanted people to be happy and to understand that you can work out and reach your goals having fun.
No, that's dope. So when did you discover like your entrepreneurial spirit or whatnot like that you're into now?
I always had that. Like I always wanted to be in business for myself. I just wanted to do. I didn't know that. I didn't recognize my power though. I always wanted to be in a business, but I wanted to be in a business to make money.
So give me like a age of like when you know like I'm about my money. Like I want to know that
about my money. I was about my money as a kid, man. Like
that's what I said. Give me an age.
Man,
and then give me a story.
About my money in junior high. You mean grandma was giving me lunch money? I saved it every day. Like you mean I was getting like $1 a day. It added up to 31 some months. Some months February 28th.
So you were saving it? Did you flip it or something like that?
No, I ain't flip nothing. I just ain't spend it.
Okay.
I didn't understand. Like I was save. When I got older, I started to understand that you got to reinvest. Like what's the point of all this money? You can't do nothing with it. Like a lot of people hold on to it, but you gotta spend that money. It's not spending it. See, when you spend it, you get nothing in return. But when you reinvest, you believing in something, and something, whether it works or not, you have to make your money work for you. You have to. And in business, I understood that. So that may be buying new things. Marketing and promotion, that's like one of the biggest things. Like if your marketing and your promotion isn't right, everything is going to fail. So you have to market and promote, and people take that the lightest. Nobody wants to spend on marketing. They think you can just go ahead and stick some shit on the wall and staple gun it up. People, you got a street team. This ain't the old rap days. Ain't no street team. You got to get out there. People, your impression has to be felt. People got to be able to touch you.
So when did you open your first gym?
I opened my first gym 2000, what was this? 17, 18.
Is this the gym we're in currently?
This one. Because when I left Retro, everybody said they was leaving. Like they was like, yo, if you leave, I'm leaving. I'm like, damn. Let me see how good I am, man. Let me see if they really serious. You know what I mean? My mom was like, yo, don't quit your job. And it's not that. Our parents, they'll infringe their fears on you.
Yeah.
Because it's like,
Project.
it's not that my mom doesn't want me to succeed, but it's like, baby, don't quit your job. You got this coming in, and I'm like, nah, I gotta let that go. So I just left. And when I left, 60 people came with me.
Wow.
Yeah, we was all in Bayshore High School, track every morning, like running, like, and some of them I went to Hall Park, and like I put so many miles on my car that summer, like running around in the rain. When it rained, I got membership. I had a membership at Blank, LA Fitness, and Planet. So I would go between all these. Blank kicked me out. Like they said, you got to work out with everybody. God damn it. So that means if I got 10 people, I got to work out with all 10. I was in some of the best shape ever, man. I'm talking about I worked out in the field with them in the morning. I went to Blank, worked out with whoever had to get there. The Planet worked out. Everybody had the same thing. You know, I appreciate everybody for that journey. You know, so I mean, listen, everybody had jobs to do. They allowed me to be in them places as long as they could. But
So they won't give you a hard time being there?
Everybody, yes, Blank, LA, but they was like, don't take none of our people. I didn't try to solicit anything.
Yeah.
I think I got the best results from Planet Fitness. They didn't really say anything to me, and I didn't. I just followed by their rules. And when I opened this place up, I went around in. I thanked everybody for leaving me alone, but you know what I'm saying? Like, and I came in here and I just went to work. And we've been building and building and building and building and building, and we got another one.
Got you. So, because I want to stay on this entrepreneurial spirit that you have. Because, like, when I came here, even before we could talk on camera, I don't know, I just get a big sense of, like, he's a huge entrepreneur. He's a hustler. Like, I get that vibe off you. Like,
you do?
What? Yeah, I do.
Good.
Like, just talk to anybody hearing this interview right now that's going to see it, they're going to feel the same way. What inspired you? Like, where'd you get the spirit from? Did it come from Mom Dukes? Did it come?
No.
Like, where did it come from?
It inspired me from, sometimes when you know where you came from, if you don't want to go back. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying I had the worst life, because there's some people that have had a worse one. But I don't want to go that route no more. And then like, I start understanding life and the things that I want. And everything is so expensive, and I realize, like I said, to whom much is given, much is required. Like, it costs a lot to help people. You know what I'm saying? And I need help, but you gotta pay people. So in order for me to be great, I have to position great people around me. So I started understanding that, man. Like that hustler spirit. I learned something new every day. I realized that I couldn't do it by myself. See, I used to think I could do it. I got it all. I don't need no help. That's bullshit, man. That's the biggest misconception ever, man. We need people. I need people. I couldn't do this without people. There's no way that I would be successful or other people. Like, it's no way if people didn't believe in me or we didn't deliver results. So everybody that comes in and Stay Fit Culture, I appreciate you. And this is your home. This is without y'all, we would be nothing. So, I want to give that back. Like, this is yours. Like, every gym that we make is yours. That's why we don't have all those gimmicks. Like, you can come to this gym, but not that one with your membership. No, Stay Fit Culture open 15 gyms. Your membership gets you in every one. You want to go to class, you get whatever class you want, man. Like, we're not trying to, yes, we want to live and we want to succeed. We want to do that. But we're not trying to take everything away from you. We trying to give you. So with that in return, like that's what we want to do. Just help. I decided that I wanted to change my life and help people. So how can I help people if I'm consistently taking from them without giving them any incentives or things to win? So like I said, it's not, I want to, the best way to help people is through awareness. So not only are we teaching you, we're holding you accountable, and ultimately, God has all the answers, but if you don't put your best foot forward and live the best life, like, you're not going to get there anyway. So allow us to show you. We just want to help you.
So for the kid that has aspirations to do what you're doing, open a gym, and to start, motivating, inspiring the way you do, can you let us know, like, what was your journey like to open the gym? What's the kind of things you had to go through, like, in terms of getting the building? Whatever it was, codes that you had to go through, like, finding the construction people, like.
That is that's a good question. I think, all right, out of everything, the number one, always believe it in yourself, knowing that you can attain anything, because I think God said through him all things are possible. So prayer, definitely prayer, and having a plan. Like you just praying with no plan, that's a wish. You know what I mean? Like you can wish for it, but it ain't gonna happen. You gotta really set out and do the work, and you gotta show people that you're willing to do what everybody. You want people to work, then you got to do the things that you expect from people. Because I mean, it's no way the same person that you got to be the one to sweep. I mean, we do everything in here. We clean the bathrooms, we empty the trash, we do the mirrors. Like you have to do it as the business owner. You got to do it because you set the tone and you develop your staff and your liking. You know what I mean? If everybody loves you, then develop 50 yous. You get what I'm saying? And that's how you do it. Like,
how did you get this location? Because you're in like a great location, I'm not gonna lie.
It was tough. Yo, let me tell you something. My landlord, right? He was cool. I went to go see him, right? And I had a couple of spots, and I was like, I didn't even think I was gonna get it because like what they say, complexion for the kid. Now, all these things. But I just went in there. I had all my stuff right. I locked it down from the meeting the first time, Trap. Like he was like, all he wanted to know was we wasn't deadlifted in areas that wasn't cement. CrossFit, just none of that. We going to do this. Man, he shook my hand and said, okay, you got it. I didn't believe him. I was trying to pay him that day. Hold on, let me give you the money to lock it in. Like, he's like, no, I'm telling you, you got it. First one. Listen, I didn't understand everything. I learned. Hey man, I got a lease. It was like 128 pages. I'm like, I gotta read all this. So I just started understanding, like, wow, like this was actually my first opportunity to have my own business. I don't know if I got it because people thought, I don't know what the reason was, but I know God was there. He thought that I needed it. Like, so no matter what hurdle or what people have thrown at me or did it, like, I just learned to rely on him because he gets me through everything. And at the end of the day, as long as I put my mom always said, like, if you do the right thing, you wait for the next best thing to happen. So I'm gonna keep doing the right thing, man. Like helping people, and it's gonna happen.
So you already touched on this, but I just want to get into a little more depth. And not remember because you obviously know this already, but this is a business. It has to be profitable in order for you to keep having an impact on the people, helping people. So at a point, does profit overlap making the people happy training or not? Or it's always going to be the people before profit? Like you'll go out of business just to make the people happy?
No. That's crazy because that's like a question that people ask about children. It's all about your perspective and the way you look at things. Like, for example, I've asked my mother, would you go broke for your kids? My mom said, I have. Shit don't mean it's smart. Like, you understand what I'm saying? She asked me, she said, I went broke for you. Okay. She said, would you go broke for your kids? I said, no, but I'll get rich for them.
Wow.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's the way that you view it. No, I won't go broke for them. Makes no sense because I can't help them. Then I got to rely on somebody that's going to tell me no. You understand what I'm saying? So, no. Yes, I'm in business to make money. But it's poor management if you don't understand what you're making. It's poor management if I opened up the doors and I only had 7 clients and I depended on them 7 to pay the bid, then it's not time for me to have this. Then maybe I still need to be in Bayshore Track. So the thing is, you don't want to grow too big too fast. That's why it took the time that it did before we opened up another location. You get what I'm saying? Like, man, it's fifth year here. And now we're in a different location. I wanted to go in another location and I had big dreams and all these aspirations then. But it takes time.
This is crazy. Like, hearing you talk, it's like you inspire. I don't know, you make me want to work out right now.
Oh, yeah,
you gotta hype me up right now. Yeah, no. You gotta hype me up right now. But I want to ask you a question. What's your motivation? Why do you work so hard? Like, what's your motivation?
I love it. Like, you know how they say, do what you love doing? I don't know if I like training people or I just like helping people more. I don't know which one it is. But you know what I'm happy is when I look at people who hate how they look and they disgusted, and when they start to smile and be like, yo, I can't believe I did it. man, that's the best feeling in the world when you catch somebody that had rolls or had all these different features on their body they just can't stand, and then you take them all away from them. And then they high-fiving. And then that's the people that are in your classes talking about, you can do it. So everybody's motivated. That energy is different, man. Like, if I believe in you, if you don't think you could do something, and I believe in you and I coach you through it, and then our whole staff, we do it. You actually do it. So what are you going to say to the person that come and be like, can't should not be in your vocabulary. I couldn't do it neither. I did it. And just because you could do it, it don't mean that somebody else is going to do it. You got to want it.
So like, hearing that enthusiasm just now, like, I'm curious, when you're doing this, do you see like yourself when you was 350 pounds? Like, were you working on those people or no?
No, I don't see that no more. He's gone.
I didn't know if you like saw that, like when you were like, you know what I mean? Like when you're working on these people?
Yeah, he's gone. I don't see that anymore. What I see is, I see the, when I look at you, I see the end. I see the end results if you don't quit, if you allow me. Like, you'll tell me what you want to look like, right? I'll already know your body type and what we can get. So you might want to look like this. I'll be like, you know what? I'm going to make you look like the best version of you. Forget all that, because that ain't going to never happen. I can't tell you that from the beginning. I'll just be like, yo, watch this. Let me show you something. And then when certain things happen, I'm going to start pointing them out to you. You be like, yo, I love that. Your whole... everything is going to change in your mindset once you start seeing it, and clothes start looking different on you. Thing is, when you start liking how you look with I'm telling you, it's an amazing feeling. It's an amazing feeling. Yo, you got to look. I had breasts. I literally had breasts. Like, I had everything that I didn't want, and I changed it.
You said you had breasts?
Man, listen, yo, I had... It was not good. And thing is, I went for help, and, you know, they laughed. They got my card. They did that, you know, they charged me all this money. Man, new trainer every 5 minutes. Like, yo, nobody cares. So it was easy, really, to come in on the business side. Yo, I'm just going to be so different from everybody else. Customer service is going to be number one. Like, we going to, like, yo, it ain't going to be, hey, how you doing? Hello, how are you? Come on in, welcome. You know, I started with that. Yo, you'd be surprised how many people appreciate that. They might not say it, but like, yo, and in a gym.
So I remember you.
Yeah, you come in, hey, what's up, Trap? What's going on today, man? What you ready to work on? Legs? Yeah, how you know? Well, you do it every Friday. Damn, they remember. You know, every time you leave the gym, what's up, man? You want a smoothie? At first, it'll seem weird. It's crazy. No, it's just like, this is my job. To stay attentive and pay attention to what's going on around me.
Essentially, it's customer service. Essentially.
Yes, but a lot of people don't have that. That's big in business. It's big.
That's how you get reoccurring clients.
Yes, but you also have to care, because if you don't care, it's a difference, because it can, yo, what's up, man? You here again? What you doing this time? Like, be like, yo, why's this boy? Because that can turn into a manager conversation. You know, I felt really offended by this boy came up to me today. You know what I mean? So it's how you say things. You gotta really want that.
So a common thing that you speak about, I always say you speak about, is empowerment.
Yes.
I feel like that's like big to you.
Yes.
Why is that so big to you? Like,
because they say it takes a hey, listen, they say together we stand, divided we fall. So we have all these cliches, we got to stick with them. Like, if together we stand, why wouldn't empowerment be big? So if we can stand together and really stand on something other than what we've been standing on, something that actually works and it puts us in a position to win and provide for our families and open up new doors and create legacies, of course I'm with that. Of course, I'm all for that. And I understand my role in that. And I'm happy to bring people along with me that feel the same way.
We also spoke about Nipsey. It seemed like Nipsey was kind of important to you. It seemed like
I got hip with Nip later. Like, I got hip with Nip later, and I started understanding, like, damn, dude really had it. You know what I mean? Like, he was really you know, his message. I like his message, and I like the way he empowered people. You know what I mean? Or, you know, I like the way it seems that he wanted people to believe that they could have a lot more than what they had too. Like, you can do it. Like, and he showed with him, like, you know, I come from the same thing. I'm out here still gangbanging, and I got a store, and I got this. Now, I'm not doing the things I used to do, but even if I am, you don't have to do what I did, but I'm gonna put these little things in areas where you guys can be successful at and don't have to take this path. So it's not that I want everybody to take my walk with me, but I want you to understand my journey and understand the reason why I want to help people. Like, you know what I mean? And just do it. Like, I do it. Like, whether you understand why I want to help you or not, just the fact that it's there, you know, and it works. Like, you know, it's one thing for you to help somebody and it don't even work. Like, when it's working, like, why are we going against what's working?
No, that's real. And like, when I talk to you, I study Nipsey heavy. I'm a huge in my bio, hustle and motivate. Like, that's what it's about, hustle and motivate. I study him heavy. I get a lot of my ideology, a lot of my practices from him. Like, when I talk to you, I don't know, I feel that same spirit, like, off of you. That. I feel that Nipsey spirit.
Appreciate that.
I want to ask you, you kind of spoke about it a little bit earlier. How the heck did the pandemic, because gyms was getting hit hard. A lot of my friends work in gyms, they were getting hit hard. So how did that affect you and how did you make it through?
It didn't, not one bit. The gym didn't affect me. Oh, technically, okay, I just closed. I just covered my windows up, put cameras, it didn't affect me. It started in the beginning when it was like close up, we got spooked. And then it was like, yo, we gonna close the doors up. Then I started doing everything on Zoom. And I think everybody was like, yo, man, I hate this Zoom thing. And like, we on Zoom, everybody working out, eating Cheerios and having little drinks. I'm like, yo, this is not fun. Like, we on Zoom, everybody, or you put the drink down. I got my baby, because like I said, it was just what happened to my fiance during that time. So I got her. We all supported everybody stayed in, but it didn't work. People started gaining weight. I'm like, yo, hold up. Me too. So listen, we had all these 6 spaces apart. What we did during the pandemic, we utilized the whole Bay Shore. So we was out there running. Everybody's parking lots, jumping jacks, and this whole area. So whatever we do in the gym is limited. We gonna come to the gym, meet up, then we gonna lock the door and run around the area and do everything we gotta do. Lunges, bring weights, bring this, bring that. We just did it all outside. And we never then it got to the point where they started opening up little by little when you can have 6 people in. So we broke classes down, 6 in this one, 5 in that one, 4 in that one, 3, just had different times, and we made it through. Thank God.
No, that's amazing, because I know that was a hard time for a lot of people. I remember that.
Yeah, it was.
What would you say sets your gym apart from the Blinks and the LA Fitnesses and the Exports in a Lifetime? What sets your gym apart from those gyms?
What set us apart from those gyms is that we got to be small. We got to be in tune with every one of our members, not just 3 or 4, or the favorite ones, or the pretty one, or the one with the great body. It was everybody. Hey, Naj, come in. Hey, Gab, come on. Dev, listen, come here. Keisha, now, jumping jack. And then we start holding everybody accountable. Oh, you want to walk? Okay, everybody, around the corner. Oh, man, we don't want to run again. No. Hey, listen. Hey, I remember when we was running because of you. So you get what I'm saying? Like, we just started encouraging.
Sounds like a family. Like,
it is.
That's what it sounds like.
We did things together. We went to Rocky Stadium together. We used to go bowling. We did things that they don't do in gyms.
You remember when you were a kid?
Ski trips.
You remember when you were a kid, like you and your cousins play around. If one person do something bad, everybody get in trouble. That's what it was.
Yeah, group accountability.
That's family.
Yeah, it is. Don't nobody want to get punished. And it's like, and that's what we would do. But we also rewarded each other together too, like Friendsgiving. You could see the love. Everybody was bringing something. I'm gonna bring the cake. I'm gonna bring this. We had so much food. People helped clean up. We would sit back and play games. Like, it made me realize, look, this is a small gym, but it felt so big. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, we can do everything. And then the fact that it's on Main Street. Is here. So of course, we have outgrown certain things and we need a bigger space, but I ain't gonna get this up, and you understand, it's a blessing. It's a blessing to be here, because maybe it just is.
So like, I want to ask you, how do you sustain continued growth in such like, I feel like it's a tight market right now, especially with inflation, with all the things that's going on. A lot of people don't have money. A lot of people are losing their spaces. It's a lot going on. So how do you continue to sustain like growth in this hard time right now?
Trusting in my process, trusting in it, and knowing that I'm going to give and deliver something that nobody else can do. Like you know how they say it's like. It's the truth. Like, you ever go somewhere and somebody say, hey, Trap, just be you. It can be like a gift and a curse. All right, what if you're an asshole? I mean, like, it's still you. You get what I mean? One thing nobody can ever say about being you is that you did it wrong. But sometimes that's not a good person to show up either. Like, no, just don't be you. You know what I mean? But the thing is, this right here, we have the ability to reach people's results at an all-time high, and I think that's what that people get results and people enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so
people
you're saying
enjoy it.
It's performance driven. That's why your growth is going to grow.
It's fun. Like, it's fun, and it's so much camaraderie, and the embodiment of that is amazing. Like, you wouldn't have to be a part. Yes. So when you sit in my energy. Everybody got it. So just imagine 30 people like, yo, let's go, everybody. You talking about the same people that was talking about they can't. You know?
So we know you're opening a new gym. Where's that gonna actually be at? 60
East Merrick Road, Valley Stream, man. We looking to bring it, Queens, get a little bit of Brooklyn, get wherever in there, man. We wanna get some. We have people that come from Nassau and they come all the way up here or come from other things. We wanna try to spread around and be able to touch everybody, man. We want Stay Fit Culture to do what it's doing, become a household name, and really change the world.
So how will your new gym, like the new gym building you're about to move into, how's that gonna be different from the building we're sitting in right now, the gym we're sitting in now?
Because it's 5,000 square feet. We got an upstairs and a downstairs, so we can get more people in there. We got Rich and Health going in there with the juice bar. We got it popping in there, man. We got food. Like, we're gonna have things set up to where you come in, you're able to get a certain amount of smoothies, possible meal plan. Like, we're trying to monopolize the whole market with fitness. We want to cover what you put in your body, in your mouth, and in your workout. So you get what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to come in and do nothing. You only have to think. Music already on, food already figured out, workouts done. Just come in here and walk out feeling so much better and start reaching them goals. Like, there's nothing left to do. Just no brainer. Wow. We want people to understand, like, yo, it's a one-stop shop, man. I go in there, I have to do nothing but show up. Results.
Wow.
That's the difference.
That's amazing. So we're looking at much more machinery, I'm assuming.
No. That's the one thing you walk in, machinery. No, listen, all right, I would tell people, hey, where's the machines? All right, every time you go into a gym, you see the machines, they all broke. You know what I mean? Or you waiting for somebody to get off it. Nah, you gonna get your behind on the floor, you gonna get on the battle rope, you take it back to school. Remember when everybody was in shape and doing things? What started happening when these games came out? Joysticks and all these machines. People said, no, get away from that. Let's get into actually doing the work. Get out there and run. I'm not saying Stay Fit coaches for everybody. You have seniors, we have senior citizens too, but we have ones that want to get into the work themselves. I get it. We may not be for everybody, but if you want them results, then you're going to come in and get it. We're going to give it to you.
And I feel like the way you do it is with those machines and stuff, sometimes that doesn't improve things like coordination.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like those
range of motion.
Range of motion, ROM. It doesn't really hit those. So when you get those workouts that you're doing, I feel like that's a lot of full body workouts. You know what I mean? You're hitting everything, you're touching everything, you're improving your athleticism, you're doing a lot of things. You know what I mean?
No, 100%.
So it's like you could get a little complacent on those other machines and stuff like that. So that's why I like actually how you do your gym and whatnot. I love what you're doing here. It's pretty dope.
We're gonna get you in there.
Oh, for sure, I'm definitely
we get you in there. We're gonna see how much you love it. We're gonna see how much you love it.
So from an entrepreneur point of view, what are some of your goals, immediate and future?
Okay, immediate is to help as many people as we possibly can. That's always, every day, help as many people. Future, want Stay Fit Culture to be so big, you can't put us in a location. I want to be able to reach the masses by web. I want to be able to educate people with everybody that we're with, our staff. I want to be able to empower everybody, but educate people to the point where you go on Instagram or you go on the internet and you're learning things. You can just log on, do certain things, and understand what it is to help you win. Because everybody, let's face it, it's a big world. Everybody's not going to be able to get to Merrick Road or here or whatever we at. And we may not open up in every country, but we
open up in every country. I can feel it.
I want to, but with the media, I can't be in 30 different places at one time unless we log on. You understand what I'm saying? So I want to be able to touch everybody. Let's say
you could train a couple gurus,
definitely.
Gurus.
But I want to develop everything and get it going, and then I want to go around and educate people on the process of it. I want to educate people on the process of being healthy, and I also want to educate people on the process of doing a business side of it, so we can have more people opening up more different things to help people live and further their life in positive ways.
So do you incorporate technology in your workouts? Or you're not really into that yet?
We're leaning towards that. We're working on things. I got my guy Scott. Stewie's working on an app. So he's playing with it right now. We got some things that we're working on.
Track BMI.
Track all that. It also tells you with certain amount of time frame what we're going to do. If you're going to do intermittent fasting, if you're going to do certain diets, certain things, we're going to have that done.
I'm thinking about it right now. I'm being so honest with you. I could literally see like a Stay Fit app on my phone. Like I'm picturing it right now. I'm picturing like seeing like a Stay Fit app with the heart audit. I'm
Stay Fit app with the heart right
that
in the middle.
Would be so amazing. Dope. And like if they kept track, like you were saying, kept track of how many miles you did today on running, how long was your workout, BMI,
what you eat right after
what
that.
Did you eat?
Exactly.
Like, that would be so cool. How many gallons of water did you have? That would be so cool. I'm literally envisioning right now as we're here. That would be so cool.
Yeah, definitely. Hey, listen, as long as everything, the thing is we want to make sure everything, the thing is with this, everything has to be tedious. So everything has to be right. And I'm not worried about competition. It is no competition. It's no competition. I don't mean that in a way like nobody's good. That's not what I'm saying. I'm competing with what I did yesterday. So as long as I outdo me, I win. As long as we outdo whatever it is that we do, we win. I have no competition. None.
So you touched on it a little bit. How important is social media to your business model?
Very important, because that is our platform. That's what people look at every day. That's the whole thing. Like, as long as people can see it and it's out there and it's consistent and it's working, people are going to come, whether it takes a year, 2, 3, because I get people be like, I've been watching you for 3 years. Okay, cool. What are you still watching for? Everybody getting their results. What's up with you? I know I got to get in there. Just stop saying I know and do it. Sometimes you got to press play. Press play. Stop looking. Just get in there so we can help you, man. Get in there. Everything.
You said you got to press what?
Got to press play.
There we go.
All this stop, pause, the play. I mean, like, yo, it's here.
So, what's your biggest philosophy when training people?
My biggest philosophy is don't you ever say can't. Can't shouldn't be in your vocabulary. Like, can't. It's nothing that we can't do except not succeed. Don't say can't. That throws me completely. And don't quit. All that quitting, like, that just rubs me the wrong way, man. Like,
don't quit. Don't give up.
Don't ever do that, man. Like, if I could quit anything in life, it would be bills, and that ain't happening.
That's not
like, so don't quit, man. Like, it never should be that easy for you to just give up, because once quitting becomes easy, it becomes habitual. It's a habit. It's habit forming. Once you start quitting, it's gonna be a habit. Then what your kids gonna do?
So, being that you train people, how important is habit in training people? Like, not in training, in actually leading a healthy lifestyle. How important is habit, like in training and all that stuff?
Habit is very important, but routine can be complacent. Habit is important. You want to create the habit and the mindset of habit. Like, I want to get in the habit of waking up and going to work out. I want to get in the habit of conditioning myself. But you don't want to get in a routine to be doing the same things, because then you plateau and you never reach your goals. You stay in the same place. So things have to consistently change. That's the only thing in life that's constant, is change. Things are always changing.
So do you preach like habit to people and all that stuff?
No, I don't preach habit to people. I teach them. I show them. I walk them through it. I try not to preach. What I try to do is become what I say that I am. Like, so in other words, for example, it's a difference between telling you what to do. I'll get right there beside you and do it with you. Let's work out together. So come on, we're going to do it together. I'll teach you with myself. I use myself. You know, whether I don't care. Like, listen, it's been times I done ran 10 miles a day, like running each class 2 miles, 2 miles. Did I feel like it? No. But I can't quit. I'm sitting there telling people don't quit, and then I'm tired. You know, the body ain't what it used to be. I'm still in shape, but sometimes I get sore. But that ain't what we gonna do. I'm a limp in here, and we gonna get it done. I'm a put myself through whatever it takes to get you where you want to be, and I'm gonna give it to you just like that.
And I like what you said because as you know, I was telling you earlier off camera, I have my book out and I talk about habit a lot. And like habit is what got me to where I'm at today. And even when workout, that's why I developed my habit for the success that I attained today was through what habit is. I'm pretty sure you know about cue, routine, and reward.
Yep.
And in order for you to change a habit, you got to change your routine.
Yes.
That's why it was interesting that you said that.
Wow.
I'm like, he knows what he's talking about.
Wow.
In order for you to change a habit, you got to change that routine. If you don't change your routine, it becomes consistent. You know what I mean?
Yep, repetitive.
So that was cool that you even touched on that part. I thought that was pretty dope.
I appreciate it.
When you're here, do you coach, mentor, and train your clients, or do you just stick to just training them?
Do it all. You got to do everything, man.
Okay, so you coaching and mentoring
everything,
in here.
everything.
Okay.
I'll talk to you after you leave. Yo, what you eating? Because listen, I hold everybody accountable. You know, we post, and like I said, social media is great. I catch when people at brunch, all these mimosas. Yo, listen, you know what that should mean tomorrow, right? You know what we working on tomorrow. Our people block me, take me out their close friends. Like, it's cool. I'll be back in there Monday. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yo, we do it, man. Listen, it's a family. We have fun, and we hold each other accountable, man. And like, it's different. Like, just like when people be sick or you lose a family member, then we send flowers. Like, we try to be. We're so more personal. That's what gets us. We're personal. It's not like, and it's not a not to other gyms. It's just that's the way our gym is set up. Like, it's personal. Yo, where's such and such? Oh, how is she? Anybody check on her? Hit her up. Yo, and that's just it.
So, what components do you use in a typical training session? Like, what's the components consist of?
What components?
Like in a training session,
as far as
like,
what we do?
As far as what you do, yeah. Like you said, we have all these different things here.
Well, this is
apparatus and
probably, I
stuff.
was going to set up something for the morning, but I don't know, it might change.
Give us a little
some
walkthrough
things
of
come
the
to
day.
me in a dream. All right, for example, Wednesday, we call it Ass and Ab Wednesday. So every Wednesday, we created a system where we just do ass and abs. So you have different variations of abdominal workouts and glutes, and we try. All right.
I'm sorry, I don't want to cut you off. Pardon yourself. I'm sorry. I want you to walk us through. I want you to walk the people through. All right, they come in here, we get in here, we stretch.
Okay.
Give us, walk us through.
Okay, so you walk in here. Hey, good morning, everybody here. So let's say it's 12 people. We line up the stations. All right, listen, such and such. You're going to be here. You're going to be there. That's going to be squats, pulsating squats. This is going to be lunges. Jump squats, you're gonna push the sled, or we might partner people up. There's been days we had 20 or 30. So that if you understand your space, 30 people, it'll be crowded when you look in here. But if you partner everybody up in twos, that's 15 stations. So it looks smaller now. So now you got 2 people back here doing man makers, 2 people back there and there, 2 people doing something. And we'll sit there, have everybody doing things for a variation of a minute. Mm-hmm. So it'll be 1 minute. So now we're all recording. So we had 3-4 different trainers in recording, or 2, whoever's in the morning with shifts. So everybody's recording, we're posting. So this is the way the world gets to see what we're doing every day. Everybody is diligent with posting. That's a requirement for State Fit Culture employees to post, to stay active on social media, because this is how we get people in. It came to a point where clients would be like, yo, pay attention, you stop, why are you recording? How you think you got here? You got to understand, like, this is how we get people. So we want people to understand what we're doing. So while we're working out, we teach. All right, 5 sets, You get what I mean? Everybody is doing the same thing. So that's walking through. And that's why on our pages, you'll look in the highlights or you'll press that circle and you'll get to see everything that we're doing all day.
Yeah, I feel like I see like a lot of circuit training here. I feel like.
Yes, that's what
It seems like
personal
it's
training
high
and circuit.
intensity though. I feel like I see like a lot of high intensity in here too. Like a lot of supersetting.
Yes,
that's what it seems like is going on here.
Depending on the class, because we have certain people that could be injured, or sometimes we train special needs, and it can be high intensity, but it can be low impact.
So let's get into that because that's a great point for the people to know. So what happens if you're dealing with the special needs client?
We love them. But listen, it just
or a person that
right.
Yeah.
It depends on what the requirements are. You know, some people have different. It depends on if someone has a hyper. If you're hype or if you're not. But the thing is, we have fun. You have to understand the temperament of people and what they like to do. So it's really paying attention to what it is, and you have to listen because their parents will tell you what it is and what you should do. So once you listen and you get on the court, man, we walk, we jog, everything. So, you know, it's just knowing who you're dealing with. We've been dealing with everybody for over 3 and 4 years, so the relationships are great.
So that's dope. So it's like you're taking, because I have background in education, you're taking individualized instruction in here as well. So you're making sure that everyone's not treated the same.
But we still hold you accountable. God, listen,
of course.
now you're going to get down through the
But
squats.
you have to also be accountable for people's...
And we play. We put the gloves, you want to play? We put the gloves on, we chase each other. Like, listen, everybody is held accountable, but we have fun. Like, it's family, like I said to you.
So we on Traplandtv. Everyone knows how I do.
That's
I'm going
right.
to sit here and put you on the spot at a point too.
Okay.
I'm 400 pounds, right?
400 pounds.
I'm 400 pounds. I have a bad habits of eating. I am not motivated. My self-esteem is very low. I walk into your class. It's a bunch of people in here that's 120 pounds and below. A bunch of big, brolic people walking in here, and a bunch of people that looks fit. You, as Stay Fit Culture, as the guru, how do you handle that person? What does that look like? What am I going to expect?
Okay, so let's say...
And I can't keep up with everybody, you know that. So what do I expect?
So what my thing is, what works best for you? Would you like to start off with personal training, or do you want classes? I'm going to suggest...
Classes.
You want classes. Why do you want classes?
I want to feel like I'm not different from anyone else. I want to be around people. I want to be more social.
Okay, so how about I create a package where I can actually help you with training and classes. So this way, when you're in class, you're not slowing everything up. How about you do for a couple of months, we'll get you coming in twice a week where you can learn some of the workouts. So that way in class, when you're doing certain things like man makers, we don't have to explain when you get to a station. You know what I mean? And then you can still come into the classes during your process of learning, and you can feel the camaraderie, you can feel the fun, and you can feel the accountability, but you can also feel when you mess up and you see how we hold you accountable and everybody else, but you're also going to see other people, because we have people that have been here for 4 or 5 years that mess up. And you get what I'm saying? So it's not that. I want you to, you understand? But
And me even just picking back off of what you're saying, and from what I've seen on Instagram and heard from other people, and just from just talking with you, that person that comes in here that's 400 pounds, 350 pounds, they're not going to only benefit from you. They're going to benefit from the environment around here. They're going to be picking them up. Let's go, come on, let's go. You can do it. It's going to be,
that
you know
changes
what I mean?
everything.
You're going to have other friends in here that's going to pick up, hey, how you doing today?
Believe in you. So when your whole crew believes in you, how can you give up? How can you expect greatness if you give up? You got everybody in here counting on you, cheering you on. It's no way you can give up. Holding you accountable, helping you reach different levels of greatness. It's all in you. We got to pull it out. Sometimes you just got to dig deep. And if you got people that believe in you because they come from exactly the same energy, the same dynamics that made you want to give up. They come from the same thing. And it was times that they were there. So they're sitting there coaching you through it. How could you not want better?
No, that's true. So I want to ask you, is nutrition a part of the Stay Fit culture? Like, where does that stand at within the gym?
Nutrition is very important, but you have some people who believe nutrition is 80%. I disagree. Nutrition isn't 80%. It is important, though. I believe it's equally as important. I believe what you put in your body ultimately it determines the way you look. Like you eat it. If you don't put it in your mouth, you can't gain it. For one, but the things that you put in your mouth, this is what consumes you. So if you're going to eat certain things that's not healthy, then that's going to trickle down to the energy that you have when you're working out. So if you got to also understand the foods that make you tired, things that don't coexist with the things, the gains that you want to reach. You know, you got to understand that. And these are things that you learn as you get further into your process.
So is there a day that we're ever going to see the guru not training and coaching, where you just sitting back, just being the boss man and just looking over everything?
No, because it's so important to be hands-on, but in different fields. Like just because I'm not in the gym, yes, okay. For example, yes, it could be a day of that, but it's not gonna. Just because I'm not here, it doesn't mean that I'm not working. You know, I might be in a different position where I'm opening up more doors and creating more facilities for people to come in so we can reach more masses and get more people to reach their goals and get results. Open up, you know, hey, listen, it's a time. You know, you can start like right now. I used to tell people all the time, yo, while I got the time, come get it. While I have the time, come get it. Because there's going to be a time that I don't have the time to do the things that I'm doing now. But you know, I'm trying to put people in a position and I'm teaching them to do the things that I do so they'll always have it.
Wow. That definitely makes sense. And you give me off the vibe like you're a lead by example kind of guy.
Definitely.
Like you want to lead by example. You want to be out there in the field with everybody and showing them.
Got to. I want to be out in the field teaching, but also I want to come in from out in the field because I recognize, you know, what's the one thing that I said when we started this? I said things consistently change. That's the only thing in life that's consistent is change. Mm-hmm. So if I'm out in the field all the time doing the same thing, then that means we're not progressing and things aren't doing as well. So like I tell my staff all the time, you know, if I'm in the gym, if I'm here, then something ain't right. You know, keep me out of here. Because if I'm out of here, then I'm open up and creating different things for you guys to have 4 gyms, 3 gyms, 2 gyms. Now we're vice presidents and we're not just training. You understand what I'm saying? Like, yo, so that's what I say by empowering. And I want to bring people up from within. Like, listen, we hire and we do things from within, but we also, like some of my trainers have been clients at one time that actually love what they've grown to love it. You get what I'm saying? And I don't call us trainers actually. We're fitness experts, we're coaches because we go above and beyond. There's no limit to what we do. Greatness wasn't built in a day, but you don't get no days off either. Like, you know, if you're gonna be great, you're gonna be great every day. Greatness is determined by the things you do when you don't feel like it. You know, when you don't want to get up, when you don't want to come in, when you don't feel like it, you better know it. Mm-hmm. Discipline, key word, discipline. And discipline brings about results.
Yep. And man, we've been having a great conversation. I want to kind of we're approaching the end of the line, the finish line. So I want to ask you this question right here. Okay. What is the future of Stay Fit Culture as far as you know?
The future of Stay Fit is to continue expanding. Right now, I'm transitioning to a thing where I was telling some people who were very close to me. I said, you know, I've always done things for Khalil because, you know, I'm a good person, things like that. But I want to start getting into doing God's work. You know, I want to start doing things not just for me anymore. You know, I want to do things, you know, because I could do things for Khalil and it could never be enough for some people. But when you start to understand things differently, life, and you start doing God's work, I'm content with that. Nobody can ever say it's enough or it's not enough. So I want to start doing things and helping people, not only for me. I want to start doing it for God. And I want to see where that's going to take me. So I have no idea where everything is going to take me. I'm just going to continue to put my best foot forward and bring as many powerful people with me. And it's been working this far. I trust in the process. I trust in it.
That's that Philly trust in the process.
Yeah, no, I trust
That
it,
Philly
but
talk.
I'm also going to get out there and go get it, you know, and I got the people that's going to go get it with me. So,
And
watch.
you know, we're approaching the end of the interview. We're approaching the finish line. So I want you to actually give the people watching this, the kids watching this, just people in general watching this, and a piece of advice from an entrepreneur point of view, and just give someone a life lesson advice.
From an entrepreneurial perspective,
Yes.
always understand that there's always room to grow. There's always room to grow. Never take anything for granted. And from a life perspective, be open-minded.
Wow. I'm not gonna lie, that's solid right there. Those are two important gems, and they'll make sure y'all taking heed to that. Y'all paid attention to that, because those are two important gems right there. Before we get up out of here, what do you have to say? What do you want to leave the people with yourself?
I want to welcome everyone. I want to welcome everyone to experience the Stay Fit Culture way. Our way is to help you reach your goals by any means, but to do it healthy, effective, efficiently, and fun. Help us help you. Let's stop saying what we can't do. Let's stop making excuses. Excuses are a mountain that leads to nothing. Stop it. Let's get up, man. Let's everybody collectively hold ourselves accountable and go out there and get the things that we keep hiding from. Because I'm gonna tell you, whether you're male or female, like, we do so many things to hide what it is that we're not proud of. Whether if you get your lashes, nails, all these things done, mint, haircut, put bigger clothes on to hide the things, you know, and it costs so much money to hide these things. You know, we're hiding all of the things that we're not proud of instead of just taking care of it by going in there and changing it. We don't like how we look. Let's go change it. That's what we're here for. Help us help you.
Wow. Where can they find you at?
StayFitCulture.com or StayFitCulture Instagram, StayFitCulture Twitter, StayFitCulture Facebook. God bless you all.
And give us that location again, where we're opening up at?
We're opening up at 60 East Merrick Road, Valley Stream, New York. And we also have a location at Bay Shore. We are 14 West Main Street, Bay Shore, New York. All welcome.
Wow. I'm not gonna lie, this was a great one. I'm looking forward to our next one already, because this was such a great conversation. We're gonna definitely get into a little bit more.
Oh yeah.
And I kind of want to, I want to make this a little thing. This was just dope. You're a great conversation.
Appreciate
you. You have a great heart.
Thank you.
Your energy is contagious. And like I said, just being here was just a blessing. I'm not gonna lie. Me, I'm heavy on vibes and energy and just good spirits. I'm heavy on that. Like, that's what it's about. A lot of people say that's cliche, like energy and vibes, but it's real.
That's the only thing you can't cheat.
That's You could sit here and talk to someone. Someone could talk your ear off, and you might not go. But if you come in, you feel a certain energy. Okay, this person's not for me, or it's a bad situation. And like, just coming in here, like I told you when we was off camera, I just felt comfortable being here. Like,
I appreciate it.
You know what I mean?
That's what
it was cool.
That's the vibe. Stay Fit Culture.
So that's the vibe right there. Stay Fit Culture. We out, yo. Welcome to Traplandtv. Y'all know what's going on, man. It's great having you. Stay Fit Culture, the guru, and we out.
There we go.
I had to hustle and get it. Probably died a couple times, but I could say that I lived it. I was balling for a second, got fouled on a pivot. I wasn't looking for a rescue, I was out on the mission.